Hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC, and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it get put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, so tonight we've got a couple of 5600G systems coming up for a couple of lucky young girls. So a little bit of a backstory for this one. A very nice father has come to me wanting to get a couple of gaming PCs for his young kids. They currently both game off the same laptop and they share it between each other, and one's 10 and one's 12, so you can imagine just how well that works out.
Yeah, I can imagine the fights.
That would go down really well. So anyway, put together, he just said, look, what's the cheapest thing we can get that's not complete shit and, you know, has a bit of purpose in the future? And I said, well, it'll be something with a 5600G for sure. So we've put these couple of builds together here, and yeah, let's get started. We'll get stuck right into it. So if you don't know, the 5600G, these two here, it's the most powerful onboard graphics solution that you can get. It's the same onboard graphics that's in the Ryzen 7 5700G, and these onboard graphics chips outperform the ones on the $1,000 13900K from Intel. So they're very good onboard graphics, and if you're after a budget gaming PC, this is what you buy so you don't get some old crappy second-hand PC that's, you know, probably priced more than what it's worth. If you want something that will get you by for now and then you can save up for a good graphics card, you'd build something like this. Maybe you'd put a bigger power supply in than what we did with this one, but we had to keep the cost right down for this. So anyway, we've got two 5600Gs. We've got two gigabyte, I should say, almost said MSI, B550M DS3H AC motherboard. They don't call it Wi-Fi, they call it AC.
That's a bit of a mouthful name.
DS3H. Yeah, I know. It's the B550M DS3H AC motherboard. You can't ever stuff that one up, can you?
Sound like a GPS spelling out name.
I know. We got two 1 terabyte SSDs, two kits of RGB RAM, 2 times 8 gigabyte. Got a couple of power supplies over here, and we've got a couple of Antec Dark Phantom cases. Oh no, sorry, they're not the Dark Phantom, it's the DP31 cases.
Fluffy cat.
And they come with a single fan installed in the back. We're going to throw in some freebies here for this customer. So I've got a couple of extra fans that are going to go on the top, and I've got 4 extra fans that are going to go on the front, so 2 in each case. So let's build them and let's see what they can do in terms of gaming performance, because if you're on a really tight budget and you want to, like, maybe get a graphics card down the track, you just can't afford it yet, maybe it's for your son or daughter, who knows, and maybe you want to try to keep the costs, you know, closer to $1,000 than $1,500 for their computer. This is the sort of thing you build, and this way you'll be able to just plug in a graphics card further on down the track without it being too much of a problem. So that's how you get a system that's, you know, covered by warranty. So these systems will have a 3-year warranty on them. So anything goes wrong with any of the components that we've got here today, they'll be able to get a refund for them. Sweet as. And so these are shipping down to Melbourne for these ones. So you get to see me do the same thing twice in a row now. Don't worry, I won't say everything twice. I think that'd pretty much do everyone's head. You'd think you're having a seizure or something like that. Alrighty, CPU time. So we are actually going to be using the CPU cooler that comes with the motherboard. So that means, sorry, not with the motherboard, with the CPU. I'm stuffing up a lot tonight. I'm just tired in general. This is just going to be me through December, I think. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be lacking sleep and stuff because I'm just trying to keep up with the messages. Unfortunately, no one can really replace me when it comes to doing the consultations. I can't afford to pay someone enough and for enough hours to actually replace me. That's the problem. Christine can help out with some, but then a lot of them are like real complicated in terms of like what the customer wants and stuff like that, and it just does her head in because she's not as experienced at this as me, obviously. So she can help with some of the cheaper ones that won't do her head in as much. But yeah. But I guess that's what you're paying for when you come and buy a PC from Tim's PC, right? You actually get to talk to me. Okay, 2 stock coolers from AMD. I wish I could have bought these without the stock coolers because I've got so many of them. And yes, I know I probably could have, but from some sketchy supplier who I'd have difficulty getting a refund for in the event of a failure. So I try to avoid stuff like that. I don't shop on eBay for PC parts or anything like that. All of my parts come from the biggest wholesalers and retailers in the country. So I've got accounts and all that with everyone. So that's the easy way to do business. It means I can offer, the full warranty on parts and stuff like that. I'm not stocking up on stuff from an eBay sale or whatever. Okay. Got the CPUs installed in both. I've got to check this time that what I've done to one, I do to the other. Because they got to look identical. Because if not, there'll be problems with the girls, obviously. And this is a perfect sort of intro system for them as well, because they can go and upgrade these and learn a bit more about PCs. So unfortunately, I think the kids will still be in school right now. So I think this is a school night for primary school kids around Australia. So I don't think the girls will be able to watch tonight. But they'll be able to watch at some stage. And when they do, they'll know that this motherboard's got addressable RGB headers. So if at some stage you want to swap all your fans out, you can go and buy some rainbow RGB fans and swap them all out. The bolts will be the same. The fan connectors are the same. You will just need to hook up the RGB. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 RGB headers on the motherboard. 2 of them are 5 volt and 2 of them are 12 volt. That's for the different sorts of RGB fans. And you can go and get these and swap out the plain black ones that we're going to use here tonight that I'm chucking in for free for you. And you can swap them out with prettier ones. And then you can have your PC light up slightly different to your sisters, and then you can tell them apart because they're going to look pretty identical when you first get them. Yeah. Hey John, how you going? Good to have you with us. I'll be a little bit more boring for some people. Oh, I've got such a better PC than this. I need to watch this crap. No. This is actually a really good PC. This will beat, some graphics cards that are out there. Huh?
Remember, this is for YouTube young girls. You shouldn't be swearing.
Oh, okay. What did I say?
Oh, you didn't say anything too bad just yet. I'm just warning you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm not swearing. I don't think I've sworn.
No, not yet.
Okay, cool.
But I know what you're like.
No, shouldn't. Not tonight. Not smart. There we go. So we've got our 2 CPU fans installed. Well, they're more than CPU fans, they're our CPU coolers.
John says behave.
I gotta behave. Oh no. What's that mean? Okay, so we've got SSD screws pre-installed on these motherboards. How good's that? They got sick and tired of people complaining, hey, I just don't have the little screw for the M2 drive. I don't know where it went. Came with your motherboard. I just chucked out all the plastic. Alrighty, so we'll use the bottom slot here because if these girls install a graphics card in the future, it'll cover this drive up. We want to make it so it's nice and easy to install a second M2 drive. This is another M2 slot just above the graphics card slot. Alrighty. So there's our M2 drive installed in both. And now we've got our RAM. So these are nice and easy PC builds. So if you're building a PC for the first time, this might be the perfect PC with the perfect part configuration for you. You don't have to go with the RGB RAM. There's just a good price on this. I'm not going to get the girls non-RGB RAM for like a saving of like $2 each. That doesn't make any sense. So we're going to splurge and spend another $2 on the RAM so that we get nice ones. That makes sense, right? Made sense to me at the time. So at least there'll be some lighting so that you can set them slightly different to one another. So I'm sure you both don't think you're the same.
So John says on the same night, had to look up how to spell it.
Alrighty. So that is our boards prepped. Nice and easy. So that's 2 of them done in pretty much the same time. So now, this is why it's good having the big table. Now, we've got a couple of cases to deal with. So, we have these glass panels to slide out. Okay. Take the back panels off now as well. They'll need to come out eventually. So fortunately, these cases come with a 3.5-inch drive tray and a 2.5-inch What's up?
Oh, I just read that some 18-year-old girl died of meningococcal getting over the weekend just on a music festival.
Oh,
I'm just don't you get vaccinated? Can you still get it when you're vaccinated?
I don't know. I don't think so. There's a lot of
Anyway,
anti-vaxxers.
She donated her organs and she actually saved a heap of lives, including the kids. That's nice, yes. But at the cost of her life.
Yeah, probably not so much at the cost of her life.
Anyway, then another kid from Victoria was diagnosed with it after attending school in Queensland.
Meningococcal, eh?
I remember getting really sick from
You had
that.
meningococcal?
No,
Oh,
the vaccine.
The vaccine, yeah. Okay. So first things first, we've got a couple of offsets to adjust here. So, looks like the first 6 pre-installed are in the right positions. So that means we've got 2 more to add. This is a micro ATX case. So that means that we can't fit full-size motherboards in here. So if you've got a motherboard upgrade, you have to make sure it's the same size as the one that we're putting in, or smaller. Obviously, you can put a smaller board in a smaller case, but you can't put a bigger board in a smaller case. I know. I've already complained to the manager about it, but these physics rules you can't break. You know, it's like I say, I've already spoken to my other friends in other industries that run small businesses, and we agree that the day just needs to be 6 hours longer every day. It'll solve all the problems in the world. You get proportionally more sleep. You'd have more time during the day. And after millions and millions of years, you'll be completely adapted to it. So that's pretty good. I am, of course, joking, if you can't tell when I'm joking. IO Shield 1, no cut hands. Yeah. So I don't think that the girls want some 30-something-year-old dude's blood all through their PC. I reckon they want a
I'm
blood-free.
pretty sure no one on.
Oh, there'll be some sick fuck out there. So, sorry. They know what that word is. Don't be so crude. They know what that word is. When they watch this, they'll be sitting here nodding, going, yep, we know what that is. And they would agree that I was being accurate. Okay, so there's board number 1, and here is board number 2. And yeah, if you just joined us in the stream, hello. And we're building a couple of 5600G systems here. So this is an excellent PC to build if you can't afford a graphics card just yet. Yeah.
Jared says they probably know more bad words than you.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, we know them all. Urban Dictionary. Trust me. You won't be disappointed.
Stop telling the kids where to get ideas.
Urban Dictionary is where they'll work out what all the things that they don't know are.
I know.
That's
Just
great.
being
You're being a narc. You're getting pissed off at the protesters, and now you're getting pissed off at kids finding out about Urban Dictionary. Stop being a narc. You narc. BIOS Babe's being a narc today.
Long
Okay.
sigh.
What's that?
I said long sigh.
Long sigh. Okay, so we will have a total of 1 and 2 fan headers. Okay, so need some splitters. Starting to run a bit low on splitters. Yeah.
Islam wants to know, would a build like this be good for high-end games as well as heavy video editing?
No, I wouldn't say this is for high-end games. This is like the PC that you build if you can't afford a graphics card. And you want to buy something that's brand new, under warranty, that's going to last, and then you can add a graphics card in like 6 months' time when you've got the money. Or a cheap PC for younger kids to play, you know, Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, etc. on. Okay, so we'll chuck a PWM splitter up behind the heatsink here. And another one on the bottom fan header. Because we're going to do 4 fans in each of these. Yeah, so this would be a budget video editing rig. It's only got 16 gigabytes of RAM. I would normally recommend 32, but you can get away with 16. It's not like you can't do it. And it's only a 6-core, 12-thread CPU, so once again, not going to be the fastest rendering CPU. But it will get the job done if you're on a really tight budget. This system will meet all the minimum required specs for, you know, After Effects and Premiere and all that good stuff. Oh, what's up?
I'm just laughing at the cat.
He's a fluffy
No,
cat.
no, not that cat. Another cat. Come on.
Okay. Alrighty. So run that fan cable up around the edge and out the top there. Perfect. Okay, so we need to remove our front panel here. So just quickly, because we're going to install a couple of these fans here. So these are reverse fans, so even though we've got these on the inlet position, we don't actually have to stare at the back of the fans. We get to stare at what looks like the front of the fan. So don't be deceived by that. Oh. Well, we've got a damaged one here. Oh no. Too bad, how sad. One of the few items I've got stock of. We'll have to go with another one. So if you're doing video editing and stuff, this would be about as little as you'd want to go in this day and age. It's more for gaming on a budget. Yeah. Hey, how you going, man? Good to have you here. A less exciting build here tonight, but it's still exciting. It's exciting for someone. People are just like, oh no, it's not some crazy high-end PC. I'm not interested. That's okay. I don't blame you. But yeah, this is what you build if you're on a budget and you want something that's new and under warranty instead of stuffing around with something secondhand. Okay, and then finally we just have one other fan to pick up, and that's going to be at the top here. Big massive dogs.
His walks up the stairs. Here he is.
Yeah, food. He's excited about food.
They were fighting.
Yeah. That's what they do, they're dogs. You can't tell them not to do this stuff. You tell them not to do it and they're just like, hey, I'm a dog, I'm going to keep doing my dog stuff. There's only a small number of things you can train them to do, realistically. They are being dogs. That's why I say they call them dogs. Huh?
Don't worry. I didn't know they call him black.
Okay. There's PC number 1 assembled. Okay, and PC number 2. Let me acquire the necessary bolts. Alrighty, so we'll do these two up the top. They're relatively easy. And okay. And finally, I don't know. A bolt or something maybe? Okay. And PC number 2 is all kitted out with fans. Okay, so we don't need them anymore. So now all we've got left is our power supplies. So these units here come with a 3-year warranty. I don't like to install power supplies that have less. I like to keep everything in line with the PC. Alrighty, power supply number 1. There's power supply number 1 and power supply number 2. How long have I been live for, babe? I'm making good time, aren't I? Yeah, I'm making good time. Remember, we don't have a graphics card, we don't have a cooler. We're like actually nearly done. I'm getting real close to turning one of them on. A little bit tight up the top here, but I should be able to make it happen. Yeah.
And Devin says, how's Wellington?
Hey man, how you going? I'm going well. Just putting together a couple of 5600 Gs for a couple of young kids. I feel like I'm tying up pretty much all the cables in this whole power supply just because we're not plugging in the graphics card. We've only got one SATA device as well.
Check it out. XPG's done a collab with ROG. Made some DDR5 RAM.
Oh, okay. A Data ROG certified. Oh, wow. I wonder how much they paid for that.
Speeds up to the 6600
Hey.
MT.
Share it, because I always talk up a Data RAM. And a Data is now ROG branded RAM. How cool is that? See, I don't just talk up things for no reason. It's actually good RAM. They actually make really good RAM. I recommend it. If I wouldn't have it in my own PC, I won't try and sell it to someone.
Looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah. It looks like they're
Haha,
recent stuff.
check it out.
6600 mega transfers.
AI overclock tuner.
Oh yeah. They always got some bullshit marketing term stuff in there with RAM. Alrighty. There is PC number one. Your head hurts. You got what I had last night.
Tension headache.
Oh, tension headache. I didn't have a tension headache.
It's all from my head. Walls. I guess it's sinus as well. It's like behind my eyes. Now, fluffy cat.
What sort of gaming chair? Or how much is your budget? Because
Yeah.
it basically, my recommendation will change depending on your budget.
Check out Secret Lab. They make some pretty cool chairs.
Yeah, Secret Lab.
What's your one?
Mine's a Thermaltake.
The one that Tim's sitting on is designed by Porsche. It's a Thermaltake one. It's very expensive. It's a very nice chair.
Yeah, message me because it might not be the right chair for you. One thing I'll say about this chair that I'm sitting on, very nice. I love it. But if you're not sort of a certain height, it might not be the best chair for you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's not as nice to Christine as what it is for me.
No. The good thing about the Secret Lab chairs is you can actually get 3 different sizes. So, and I think they're having a bit of a Christmas discount sale at the moment.
What is that catching on?
So one says Herman Miller for the win. Ooh, I think I'm pretty sure I knew that.
There we go. Okay. Number 1. And number 2.
Now? Yes, you're a buddy, aren't you? Now.
Fluffy Mao. Boy, stop being a fluffy Mao.
He wants more dinner.
He continues to be a fluffy Mao. Yeah. It's a large problem for a large Mao.
Alright. You've got to rub yourself on the computers, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. And PC number 2. So Silverstone make good power supplies, especially if you're after something cheap. You can get these units here, 500 watts, with a 3-year warranty for less than $50, I think it was, if I remember right. best way to sort of get a good idea of how good a power supply is, especially if you're not, super familiar with PC components, is to judge it by the warranty, the length of time that the company's willing to give you a new unit. So if you don't know really what you're looking at, then I suggest you shop by the warranty duration, okay? You might think that the 80 plus rating is your guide to quality, and no, it's not. So there's plenty of information out there to tell you about the truth about 80 plus ratings, and 80 plus is about efficiency. And while you can't make a top tier titanium rated power supply cheaply, because you'll never hit the benchmarks and the numbers that you're required to for that rating, you still can't make like a complete piece of shit. But when it comes to something like a gold rated one, yeah, there's some really, really terrible 80 plus gold power supplies. And people think, oh no, it's 80 plus gold, it's got to be good. No. That's fine for titanium and platinum. You can look at it like that for those, but you can't look at it for gold and bronze. There's some terrible gold and bronze power supplies out there. So like I said, unless you're familiar with all the different benchmarks for different power supplies and stuff, you might want to shop by warranty, and maybe put the 80 plus rating by the wayside. Unless you are concerned about the energy consumption of your PC. Most people really aren't considering how much extra money their PC will cost in their power bill, okay? Because it's a sort of a negligible expense for them. So most people won't really bother them whether it's gold, bronze, platinum, whatever. Okay. Dog. They do dog things. They do dog-related things in dog-related ways.
He's not impressed I didn't grab his bowl.
I'm going back out there in a second. Hang on. Hey.
He's starting to try to talk to us more.
I was trying to pick the bowl up and full of water, and he's like, "Oh, you're bending over," and I spilt the whole bowl on his head, and then he looked at me like I was some sort of criminal or something. I was like, "Get away, man!"
He looked at you like you were some sort of criminal.
It looked like I'd like assaulted him or something. Like, he's like, "How dare you!"
I toss cobras aside. Okay. The twins are done. Is this Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen?
That's what.
Okay. So what we're going to do here is, to save a bit of time, because I'm sure not everyone wants to watch the same PCs get set up twice, we're going to set up one of them, and I'm going to deal with the other one off camera. Okay? So you see me build them both. They're identical, they have the exact same parts. The only difference is that they are two different PCs. And this time we actually do plug our HDMI cord into the motherboard. How's that? That's very weird. It even feels weird. Feels wrong. Whoa. Okay, and we're posting, and Christine's out feeding the dogs, so I think I can move us over to the shared screen. I'm not completely incompetent. And hang on, let me check the connection. There we go. See, I told you to post it. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
No, you just had dinner. Yes, no more.
So we use the US keyboard layout, obviously. Yeah.
Did you ask,
Which question is that?
what is the starting budget for a high-end? So I'm so sorry, I might have missed the answer. What is the starting budget for a high-end gaming PC video editing range?
For something high end, let's set the best way to do this would be to send me a message so we can discuss, so we can get the appropriate like terms, right? Because what I might call high end and what you might be thinking of as high end might be two different things. Because like when someone asks me for something high end, what comes into mind straight away is what's high end in my opinion. Might not be the same as what's high end in your opinion, or what the starting price for high end might be. That might vary. So like I said, the best way, I'm not trying to brush you off or anything like that, but the best way for us to have a conversation about that is if you send me a message, then we can go back and forward and I can sort of explain the overall range that people typically want to spend on a video editing workstation. Because it depends whether you're a casual video editor just playing around at home or whether you're running a business or something like that. If you're running a business, then, time is money. So if we can spend more money and get a more efficient system that gets the job done faster, then, that's a win. And it's worth spending the extra money on. If that makes sense.
This I'm so sure things that's appreciate that. He says I hear, and he says I use our price price on consultation?
No price on consultation, so you can send me a message for free and we can have a chat. That'll be the best way, because if not, you know, like, I can tell you that, like, the sort of mid-range that people ask for is usually between $2,000 and $4,000. High end would be anything over that. As for what that gets you, I'd have to show you, and like I said, it'd be easier in an instant messaging sort of environment. Alrighty, so with the latest version of Windows 10 here, obviously this is all ready for Windows 11. Oh no, are we going to... with our software? Babe?
Yep. Hang on 2 seconds.
Alright, I'm not going anywhere, so don't leave just because of the end screen. We're coming back. Okay.
Jaden wants to know, does every new PC build come with some free cat hair?
We really try not to. Fortunately, the fans on the top of the case blow outwards. They don't suck in. So when he sits up on top of the case, the fan is
Like
blowing...
what he's doing right now.
Yeah, what he's doing now, the air's blowing up towards him, not sucking into the case. So if you were thinking...
He likes it 'cause it's warm.
Yeah, it's blowing warm air on him, so he's like, oh yeah, this is nice. It's also dry. He likes it because it's dry. Cats like things that are dry.
Right?
That's a thing, right?
I'm assuming he likes it because it's higher.
Yeah, that's probably more to the point. But yeah, Fluffy Cat, he's you know, people like seeing the cat in general.
You try to get him off.
I get up him. I get up him for being fluffy every day. Yeah. No respect.
Look at my butt.
Just complete fluffiness. It's got no excuse. He's spoken to about it every day. So when you game on a 5600G as opposed to on a graphics card, you like to run things on lower quality settings, and then you'll get a nice smooth frame rate for gaming, even without a graphics card. So there's plenty of information about this online. It's definitely better than a lot of like super cheap graphics cards on the market. So it's not like putting any graphics card in here is going to be better than what you've already got. So be careful with that if you're not familiar with graphics cards. Even if you don't buy from me, if you send me a message and say, hey Tim, I've got a 5600G, what graphics card should I get as a minimum for an upgrade? Send me that, and I'll send you the answer, which is most probably going to be a Radeon 6600.
They
Yeah. Adolf Hitler, eh? Okay. No, the Adolf Hitler.
ugh.
Okay. So that's all looking good.
Jared says just chuck a it says chuck a 49 in there, she'll be right.
I don't think we certainly wouldn't fit a 4090 in one of these. No, but you can go and put in like a 3060 Ti or something like that. And here you don't have any problems. And that'll be a significant upgrade. Okay, well, while that one's doing its thing, I'm going to start installing Windows on the other one.
Jewish or Israeli UFC fighter Stan Kanye's rants threatening the rapper. If you've got a problem with me or my people, come see me, bro. No, that's awesome.
Okay, so once you see something on the screen, you will know. Putting it on the same setting as the other one. Just went past it like twice. See, I know the orders of the colours, but there's like a secondary multicolour mode. And of course I skipped past the right one. Alrighty, so once again, we know where we are, and our keyboard layout. So we'll come back to our first PC in a second. I'm just going to start the Windows updates in the second one. Okay. Alright, so back over here, we can restart, we can run some gaming benchmarks on this. So like I said, 5600G, this is the PC that you build if you want to get a new PC that's all under warranty, all new parts, and is upgradable. You generally, you know, if you get a 5600G build, it's better to spend a little bit more than the absolute bare minimum on it and put it in a nice, decent sized case with a decent capacity power supply, and ideally the motherboard that you want, which is on. Get those three things right, and it's very easy to upgrade your PC. Those three things are the three hard things. Add after the fact, right? But you want to get those three things right. Don't have the full $2,500 for like an RTX 3080 system. Maybe you've got half of that. So maybe you can get yourself 5600G with the right motherboard, right power supply, and right case. And you can add the graphics card, upgrade the RAM, add a cooler, and all that kind of stuff in time. Okay, we can turn off apps that start up automatically, because that's just annoying. We'll open up hardware monitor, and we'll open up Heaven Benchmark. So high, no anti-aliasing. This is just like we do every other night on every other system, only it's completely unfair because this does not have a graphics card. And so normally when you've got a 5600G, you'd run on lower settings, you wouldn't run on high. You'd run on medium and low in most games, at 1080p or less. So sorry about the loud music there. So I mean, this is pretty reasonable without a graphics card in there, right? And ideally you wouldn't run on high. It's running on high for comparison's sake. The other thing we can do is we can allocate more RAM to the graphics card. So I've got a couple of videos up on YouTube about doing that, adjusting the VRAM for your 5600G. They're two of my most popular videos that I've made. And I made them all on my own without my little helper. So how good's that? No one cares. See, nobody cares. So we did that one for comparison. I don't think there's much point running Valley on Ultra. It's another 1080p benchmark. We'll go and do superposition, but we're certainly not going to run it at 4K. We're going to do. See, look at that. We've only got 496 megabytes allocated for VRAM. So not ideal out of the box here. So why don't we go and adjust that now? We can go and adjust that now, and we can go and see what difference it makes in heaven. Okay, so we've got to enable our XMP profile. We're going to go over here into, where are we? No. I haven't done this for a little while. For my resize bar. What the fuck? Oh, the cat!
What's he done?
He freaking hit restart or power off or something while I was in BIOS. Oh.
Don't give me that look. Fine, sit on the other one. Freaking cat.
Where are we? I should have more options in here. options, timing options. It's not in here, is it? No.
So,
Yeah. What's up?
Mr. Teacher listener, did you ask them to take the used PC discount?
Sorry?
These aren't used PCs.
No, these aren't used. These are new.
Jed says, Tim, you're a boss, you're my PC guy for life.
Oh, thanks, man. Why? No, why? I'm seriously starting to question myself here. Why aren't I seeing what I'm looking for? No. What the hell? Where? No. So once I enable resize bar, there should be another option that comes up that allows me to adjust the amount of DRAM that's allocated as VRAM. And it should stick out. No, not ECC. It's not security related. No. Is it just not coming up because I only just clicked on resize bar? You have to save it and go back into BIOS for the other settings to be there. Probably. So I spent a lot of time looking through everything for nothing. That'd be just my luck. Aha, here we go. So we're going to allocate 4 gigabytes of RAM as VRAM. So the UMA frame buffer size, you need to enable UMA specified, not UMA game optimized, and not auto. Auto will be the 500 megabyte. So anyway, I'll remember that for next time in this BIOS. I think it's literally the same as one of my videos. It's just been a long time since I've done this. Okay. So while that's restarting, I'm going to go have a quick look at the other one and see how that's coming along. Fluffy Meow. And flick you plug into this PC now. Yeah, we can just wait, mate. It's all good.
Oh. Have you sold all the used PCs you've got?
No, I've got one left. I got a secondhand 3080 and a couple more secondhand 3060 Ti's. So I'll be building some more bargain gaming PCs. So they're coming soon. They'll be probably coming. I'd like to say I'd have them by the weekend, but they might be early next week. So there'll be a discounted 3080 PC. Mind you, it's a used graphics card, okay? So I can't offer the warranty on the graphics cards. But, we'll test them, we'll stress test them live, we'll make sure that, they're not crashing immediately for you. That's the bare minimum that I can do. But yeah, we'll have a couple more cheaper gaming PCs for a few people. So a few lucky people who want them. So the 3060 Ti one I've got right now is really good because it's one of my own customers who's bought it back to me and traded it in for something more modern. So yeah, happy days. Okay. So we'll let that one do its thing for a while now. We'll come back over to this one. This is the one we've adjusted the VRAM on. So I want to show. So obviously our graphics card has a bit more, usually has a bit more VRAM than this, but we don't need to allocate more than about 4 for the 5600G. It won't really make any difference for you. So if we come over here in performance, we'll see that we've still got our 16 gigabytes there. But if we come over here, we can see, hang on, why is that still at 500 megabytes? That should be it. A bit more than that. That should be at 4 gigabytes. What's happened there? Why are we not seeing? Why aren't we seeing that dedicated number come up? Did that not save, do not apply or something? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's find out what happened there. Yeah, it's gone back to auto. Why is it going back to auto? It's like it doesn't like you. I don't like you either. No. It doesn't like you. Okay, let's try one more thing for this. Okay, so let's save in the UMA specified.
Much fluff. Such a cat. Sure. Yes.
It's going back to auto. What is going on right now? Resize bars turned off again. Oh look, it comes on in here if we change UMA mode up there. Oh, that's way easier than how I was doing it. But hopefully that works. If not, we might have to. We'll have to do some sort of a BIOS update on this thing. I didn't think we'd have to. I thought these boards would be up to date. Okay, that looks like it's saved. That looked like it worked. For some reason, the above 4G decoding turned off, which sort of fucked with everything there. So double check and triple check that. And that's the first thing you want to check when you're trying to activate this. Okay, so here we will see that although we've got 16 gigabytes of RAM there, if we look down here, it says only 11.9 gigabytes are available. Now, if we come down to our graphics card here, dedicated GPU memory, we can see that we've got 4 gigabytes there now. So now when we open up, say, Heaven Benchmark, we don't have that VRAM going completely crazy there. Alright, so what we'll do is we're going to run Heaven again now. So same settings as before. We just want to do a comparison to see how much better it runs now that it's got a little bit more VRAM to play with.
Very pretty. Sorry, I wanted to see the cat. He's the star of the show, aren't you? Rub yourself all over the monitor. Yes.
So it's definitely a little bit better. It won't make as much difference in Heaven. It would have made a huge difference with superposition.
Is that other PC on? Yeah. Sorry, I need to turn the RGB off. There we go. So what did I do now?
fluffy cat, being a fluffy cat.
It's covered in cat hair now.
No, I wouldn't say covered. There was approximately 4 pieces of cat hair stuck to it after that. So it's not at like epidemic proportions or anything like that.
Oh dear. You're very cute, mate. Well, we got him when he was approximately 4. He's adopted, so 4, 5, 6. He's probably about 6, 7 years old now, I think. And his name is Buddy.
Yeah, see, the thing about the cat, right, is he's a fluffy cat, and when we got him,
He basically chose us.
yeah, when we got him, he was very, very matted. The previous owner was just letting him go outside all the time and get all dirty and stuff, get prickles all through his fur.
Didn't brush him or
Didn't
groom
brush him or groom him or bath him or any of the things that you need to do with a fluffy cat, right? And yeah, basically we had to get him and shave him down to cut out all the mats and stuff out of his fur, and then we bathed him.
He still
And then
kind of walks funny.
he had so much fur on him that I don't even think they could realise that he had like worms and he was emaciated. And just because he was in such poor condition, we didn't even try to find the original owner. It was pretty obvious that they didn't know how to take care of their fluffy cat. He kept coming around to our place because he could smell other cats here and he could see that the other cats here were okay. And that every time we came around, he got a nice scratch, and he liked that, didn't he? Hey, you're a good fluffy cat. I know I give you shit, but you're a good fluffy cat. And that's why he always comes to sit on me, because he knows that he gets a good pat. And a good scratch on the back, he likes that.
Oh, you just got him in the face.
But he's still itchy. He's still itchy there. That's why he went to lick in that spot. See, cats kind of lick when they're sort of itchy. That's one thing some people don't realise. They think they're always cleaning themselves, and they are sometimes cleaning themselves. But sometimes they're just kind of itchy, and they get in there and they lick, and then you'll see them start to bite. And so it's pretty clear that they're itchy.
He's got a lot of bloody fur, so.
Okay, so we're going to run this one on 720p low. Actually, let's do 1080p medium, because it's using a bit more VRAM now that we've given it the ability to use more VRAM. And so this is DirectX 12. The other benchmark's DirectX 11. Just FYI for anyone trying to make comparisons. And so obviously I can't install heaps of games and stuff on all these computers to run actual gaming benchmarks while I'm doing the builds. So 20 FPS is completely fine. This will be like how you'd probably be gaming in something like Red Dead Redemption, even if you had the settings turned up a bit. I'd personally try to tune my settings with my 5600G, so I'd be getting like a 30 FPS kind of minimum across the games that I'd play. So depending on what title I wanted to run, I would be tuning it more heavily or less heavily, and sort of aiming for around that 30 frames per second mark. Some games you'll be able to do 60 plus frames per second with this. All depends on the game. And if you're new to PCs, that's kind of how PCs are. They don't just run at a certain frame rate.
Now I'm sitting like right in front of
Yeah, I know. He's a
you.
fluffy
This is my
cat.
channel now.
He's a fluffy cat.
Should we
Do you
call
like
it
the
Buddies
screwdriver?
PC?
Do you like the screwdriver, mate?
Oh, yes.
Yes, he likes the screwdriver. Look at that. He loves that.
Oh, yeah, school scratch. Yes.
Yes. Yes, it's good scratch I like. What's this? See? Fluffy man.
Wants to smell it.
Yeah. He's a fluffy cat. Yeah. So you got to take care of your fluffy cat. He needs to be brushed. He needs to be bathed. And if he starts getting mats, he needs to get them cut out. If he gets a prickle, he needs to get it pulled out. So you shouldn't let your fluffy cat outside. Leave your fluffy cat inside. They don't need to go outside as long as you give them the right food.
No, we don't have their monitors, so yeah.
What's that?
Mr. Teja says, what about their monitors need to connect?
What monitors? What are you talking about?
These two don't come with monitors.
Oh, no. So, I mean, if you had a system like this, you could run this on a TV. You could get yourself an old TV. You could get yourself pretty much anything. It's not like this is going to be a 150 frame per second gaming PC. So you don't really have to worry too much. Most screens will keep up fine. Typically a TV or any other monitor will sort of be at 60 hertz minimum, so 60 FPS. Alrighty, well, all that's left to do now is the stress test. And we've got a little bit of setup to do on the second PC. So, oh, I don't have Cinebench.
Emily wanted to know if Buddy's a girl or a boy, and he says Buddy is a boy.
Buddy's a boy. Yeah, we didn't choose him, he chose us. We are just people who know how to take care of a cat. And yeah, fluffy cat, if you're looking to buy a cat, maybe don't get a fluffy cat for your first cat.
Yeah, probably not.
Wait and own another cat first, so you can sort of get to know cats and how they are and what you do, what you don't do,
Meow.
and then go to take care of the fluffy cat, because the fluffy cat requires a lot of attention. He needs special things done that you don't do to a normal cat, really. You don't really have to brush normal cats. They sort of take care of
cats. They
short
take
hair,
care of
short
themselves.
hair, like domestic short hair, which is what they call them. They will pretty much take care of themselves. You don't really have to groom them. They groom themselves. A fluffy cat, you have to groom them. They can't really groom themselves properly. And you know, there's big problems.
Foot scratch.
Big disgusting problems can happen. You know, if you don't feed them right and they get lots of diarrhea, then the diarrhea gets caught up in their fur. And then what can happen is it can completely enclose their ass, as gross as this sounds, and then they can't actually
Go to the
they can't
toilet.
actually poo anymore because they're matted up around their ass, and yeah, you'll have to cut it all out and like pull the poo out, and
Check this out. This was all.
it's disgusting. So you need to know how to take care of your fluffy cat. You need to know what to feed it, what not to feed it, and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really important.
It was in front of the case. This
Yeah,
one.
it's just the plastic. It's just from when they mold the plastic. That's normal
I
on
thought it was a bunch of cat hair.
No.
It's plastic.
No, it's just plastic mold.
Plastic mold.
It's from the mold that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
things
But
in.
the-
Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so 1080p. So we're going to stress the iGPU.
It's like standing on Lego.
Hang on. Open up hardware monitor. Okay. So our CPU can get up to 95 degrees, and yeah, our graphics card is our CPU. Alrighty, so let's move back over to the second PC, and I'm just going to finish up here quickly, and then we'll probably finish it up for the night, because I'm starting to get a bit hungry and a bit sleepy. So I'm starting to get a bit hungry and a bit sleepy.
We're not living in the middle of Brisbane. No, we don't live in the middle of Brisbane.
No,
Stop
we're
that.
we're on the south side. So we're technically in Logan City, but we're only just in Logan City. We're like right on the border of Brisbane and Logan. So we're just off Logan Road. So basically, before there was a M1, Logan Road was the road south. So the old highway, the old highway, basically. And so yeah, if you know the difference between a road and a street, it's a road, a proper road, 80 kilometers an hour limit. It becomes a more street-like road further down when you get into Underwood Central. If you're wondering what the difference between a road and a street is, look it up, because there is a difference. And it's probably important to know the difference if you live in an urban area. And you'll kick yourself when you read it, when you find out what the difference is. You'll be like, oh, it's so obvious. Why didn't I know that already? I only learned it within the last sort of 5 years. I wouldn't be mentioning it if I learned it when I was a kid. I'd assume everyone learned it when they were a kid. Okay. Games. MSI Afterburner. Not that we really need it for graphics card fan tuning as such, but it's a handy app to have on your computer, and it will come in more handy when you actually get a graphics card. But it comes with the Reaver Tuner app, which is handy if you want to run it while you're gaming, just to see how the thing's running, see what frames per second you're getting. Because I guess part of the fun of having a 5600G is you know, fine tuning it and tuning it so you get the absolute best experience on the minimal hardware that you've got. That's part of the fun of it. And so if you get a 5600G system from me, I'll set up that stuff in BIOS for you. Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything.
And has returned.
The fluffy cat has returned. Yep, he has returned. What's up?
Max says a street is a road, but a road is not a street.
Yes. Yep, that is correct. But more specifically, you can think of a road is a passage between two destinations, whereas a street is like a local access way. So if that makes sense, when you say if you've got you'll have a road that runs past where a whole heap of houses are, and then you turn off onto a street, and that's where you access people's houses from. The road is what takes you from where those houses are into the city, where there are other city streets.
Holy shit! Oh!
What did he do?
He slipped and then he got his fucking claw stuck and then he was like, ah! And he flipped his shit.
Did he rip his claw out or something?
No,
No?
he's alright.
He's alright? He just scared himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
That's what they do. They're
Alright, mate.
cats. Just like I say, they're dogs. You can't stop them from being dogs. You can't stop him from being a cat. I get up him all the time about being a fluffy cat and how I've got to do all the extra shit for a fluffy cat. But no, he doesn't care. He's a fluffy cat.
Come sit over here with me.
Yeah, you're probably safer over there with Christine. But see, he likes to sit up high on top of the computers and stuff, and he likes to sit on
He also
me.
likes sitting in my drawer. So
Yeah.
I'll just open my drawer and let you sit there. There you go. Good boy.
Alright, that's all sorted.
Yeah, the cat's fine. Emily needs to know his cat okay.
Yes, the cat is okay.
Emily wants to know how much RAM is in these PCs?
So these have just got 16 gigabytes in each, but the motherboard has 4 RAM slots, so you can just buy another kit of this memory and add it, or you can get another kit and add it, whatever you want to do. So this kit of memory is ADATA XPG, and as I said earlier, like ADATA make good memory. This is a cheaper kit though. So these were on special for only $79 dues. So Australian dollars aren't worth too much on the international scale right now. Historically, we're sort of down to, we're down to about like less than 75 US cents at least. So that's not very good. Like during the oil crisis around 2008, you know, we were getting up to like 1-to-1 exchange rate with the US dollar. So it was really, really, really good.
I want to be a crane driver.
Crane driver, that's university. You don't get to be you don't get to be a you don't get to do that without going to university. So if you want to be a crane driver, babe, if you wanna do that, you have to go to university and you have to study a course that is maths heavy.
Oh, yeah, Christine can't.
You
do
won't
that.
be doing that. All I have to say is maths heavy, and you're like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Excellent. This PC is working just as expected. We've got nice cool air in the front with those 2 fans, and heat is coming out the top there. That's what I like to see. Don't know why all that was taking so long, but we're just going to force the restart on it now. Alrighty, so we're nearly finished here. Oh, do I want to know? When I hear you laugh like that, I'm like, oh
it's
no.
actually pretty funny. Some Proud Boys. You know the Proud Boys over in America.
The Proud Boys, yeah.
Yeah, they were dancing to Village People's YMCA at a protest. When somebody's like, who's going to tell them YMCA isn't an official LGBTQ anthem? Ouch.
Yeah, man. The Proud Boys. Oh, I'm fucking dead.
No, internet's not too bad. Mr. Teacher wants to know internet cost must be high in your area.
I don't know what you think of as high.
How much do we pay?
So for 140 Aussie dollars, I got a gigabit connection. So gigabit down and 50 megabits up. So they limit you a bit on the upload, but that's just the limit of the infrastructure in the area. Not so much a limit of like from my ISP as such.
Emily wants to know why does the cat like to sit on top of the PC?
Well,
Because it's warm.
It's warm and it's sort of like a high point in the room. Cats love to sit up in a high position. So if you ever have a cat, you'll find that it will find you know, a spot like maybe up on top of your fridge or something like that, that it will just be like,
On the
yeah,
counter,
yeah, I like it up here. I can see everything in the room clearly, and it's nice
up
and
on the
warm at
dining
the
room
top.
table.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
how they like to roll.
I used to have a cat that loved sitting on top of the fridge.
Yeah, that's one of the cat places on top of a fridge. But yeah, like, see, I didn't grow up with cats. I grew up with dogs, and Christine grew up with cats and not dogs. So we come together, and we teach each other about dogs and cats. And so you might listen to me right now talking about cats. You might go, oh, this guy knows all sorts of shit about cats. I only got exposed to cats like 10 years ago. They're not something I grew up with my whole life. I had no idea about cats until I took her to get a cat, because she was always talking about getting a cat ever since we started living together. So I was like, oh, I better go get her a cat.
That was the best day ever.
It was like her birthday,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I'm taking you somewhere as a surprise. Get in the car, come with me.
Yeah, he blindfolds me and I'm like, holy crap, where are we going?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to blindfold her so she has no idea where we're going, and then I'm going to open up the blindfold when we're at the RSPCA adoption place, and then she'll know exactly what we're doing, and then she'll get really excited. Yeah. It's kitten time.
I got the only orange kitten that was I feel bad for all the other kittens. I wanted to adopt them all.
There was another one that was like Buddy. There was one like Buddy, but he wasn't like long hair. He just had the same sort of personality.
I was enamored with the kittens. We were looking at all the other cats and we were like, what about this guy? I'm like, kitten!
Yeah. Okay, well, all I got to do is just wait for this update to install, and then all I got to do is just set up the stress test on this one. Okay. Well, that's done. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to correct it.
Alright, so I just noticed there's something wrong with MSI Afterburner, which was having a bit of a spack installing before, which it does sometimes. I'll just quickly reinstall that one.
Tim,
Yeah.
Emily wants to know why you're doing Windows 10, not 11.
Because Windows 10 still has less problems and is more compatible than Windows 11, and Windows 11 is just a free upgrade from Windows 10 that you can do yourself. It's the same license key, so when I put in the product key for Windows 10, you just click update to 11 if you want 11, and it just downloads it, and next time you restart your PC, it'll restart into Windows 11 for you. So there's absolutely no reason for me to even bother installing Windows 11, and then I'm less likely to get support calls from customers. So it's not that I don't love you all, it's just that I literally don't have enough hours in the day to give everyone support on why something's not working completely right. You know, I don't have time for that. So for as long as it's a free upgrade from Windows 10 to 11, I'm going to keep installing Windows 10, or until Windows 10 starts becoming more problematic overall than Windows 11. And so I've got Windows 11 on my daily driver, so I've got a pretty good idea of where it's like kind of glitching a little bit and all that. So once I see certain glitches like get fixed, it might make me reconsider. So it's not because it's cheaper or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with it. It's literally just the fact that it's more compatible and less likely to cause people problems right now. And because it's a free upgrade that, you don't need any technical knowledge at all. You literally go into Windows Update, into here, and it will come up this stuff here. It says, get ready for Windows 11. To see if this PC can run Windows 11, visit your PC manufacturer's website. This will update itself once you install the latest Windows updates, and just give it a couple of days. This, if everything's right and your system's compatible with Windows 11, this will change to a different message with a blue button here that says download or upgrade to Windows 11. And so you just click on that, and it will basically walk you through a couple of other steps. I think another window comes up, a few buttons to click, and then it'll download Windows 11 and install Windows 11 in the background while you're still using Windows 10. And then the next time you go to restart, it'll take a little bit longer to restart than normal, but once it restarts, you'll have Windows 11. And I don't know why our internet's going so slow here. Look, it's a bit better now. Yeah.
Must be. Yes. You get share custody of children.
Okay, that's all set up. So let's stress test the second one and finish up for the night. Alrighty, do you want to go back to full screen and I will sign off. 'Cause I think we're pretty much done. So, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all tomorrow in the next video.